Abdul Majeed Bagura, the secretary of the association. I mean, Manakwaba. Now, Abdul, I hope all is well with you.
All is not well with me, but I'm managing.
Exactly what is happening?
You know, Bawku for some time now, because of the chieftaincy disturbances, there has been a state of insecurity in Bawku and exchange of firearms between the Mampusis and then the Kusasis. Lately, for the past 3 days, the Kusasis have decided to barricade the Bawku, Bolga, Pulmakom road. And then there's no incoming vehicles and there's no outgoing vehicles. Even as I speak to you now, we have more than 100 students that are locked up in Bawku because senior high school has just resumed and they need to go to their various schools. They cannot even access the roads because of bandits. Last 2 days, a Bolga Bawku bound driver decided to ply the road, and just in front of the Bawku Secondary School, he was ambushed, shot at, and burned together in a car. A similar military was escorting a cargo truck out of Kulgungu, from Bawku to Kulgungu. And at an area called Mihnazwa, the bandit ambushed the military escorts, fired at the trucks, and 2 people lost their lives. So as we speak to you, the road from Bawku to Bolga is not accessible. Our people cannot access that road. Market women cannot even traverse that road to Bolga. People who wants to go to Kumasi or Accra cannot even use the road. And it is just a very chaotic situation. And to us,
before you continue with that, yes, so okay. You have outlined these challenges, and that is what is happening. And you have also commended the security agencies for their swift response to whatever situation is happening there. Now, what is informing you currently to bring out this release that you want a joint escort, or you want all these things to be done as fast as possible?
Yes, what is informing us is that there is no movement. People cannot access the roads, and then the regional security committee, RECSEC, is quiet about it. And we have seen that they are not doing anything to assess the situation. People have right and freedom of movement, and it is also mandated that the regional security councils or the security should ensure that people's lives and properties are protected. And if people are using such an international road and they are being killed by bandits, daylight killing, this is even more than terrorism. And the state actors are not doing anything about it. So
as at this morning, we are told that about 30 people have been gunned down. I don't know. Can you confirm to me that is exactly 30 or even more?
That is the information we are getting.
Okay.
That is the information we are getting.
Interesting.
So as I speak to you, there were similar situations at the Bolga Wale enclave, that particular road. But the Regional Security Council was able to act very fast. And as I speak, they are providing joint military and police escorts for passengers who want to travel from Bolga to Wale. Why can't such also be done to those who want to travel from Bawku to Bolga? That is why we have decided to petition the regional minister and the regional police commander to find out why are people more Ghanaian than the other.
I mean, so looking at your statement, it looks like the situation is becoming more scary to you.
The situation is scary because now the killings is on the road. And if people cannot go, even if students cannot go to school, where do you expect them to learn? If people cannot go out to get their daily bread, what do you expect them to do? And if vehicles cannot come into Bawku town, how do you expect people to live? So these are the situations. And we don't understand why the RECSEC can put up a joint military and security escort to escort people from Bolga to Walewale, and they cannot do same from Bawku to Bolga. What is the difference? Are we not all Ghanaians governed by the 1992 Constitution, and we have the same right to demand for security protections? That is why we are asking. So the situation in Bawku, especially on the road, is unbearable. Women are being killed. They are being maimed. A 15-year-old girl was shot at on her head. So these are the issues that are happening. And as I talk to you, you know the nature of Bawku. There is no any Mampusi or Mampu sympathizer that can go to any of the secondary schools within at the outskirts of Bawku, because their life will be threatened. And because of that, all our students, they go to they further their education outside Bawku, Bolaga, Tamale, Kumasi, and now school have resumed, and they cannot even use the road to go to school. Are we now curtailing their education? So we are calling on the government and the security agencies to act with urgency. They should provide escort. They should ensure that these bandits cannot continue to hold on the road, and people cannot use an international road. This will be an embarrassment to the government. Even as I speak to you, we have received calls from Burkina Faso, from Togo. Their cargoes and their trucks are locked up at Kulkumu. They cannot even use the Bawku road to wherever, to Kumasi, their destination.
But don't you think that it is one of the security measures being put in place by the Regional Security Council to ensuring that there will not be movement here and there to ascertain more killings of the people? Especially, there's a ban on motorbike, but I mean, if movement continues like that, obviously people will be using the motorbikes to be doing their movement here and there.
No, the ban on motorbike has been enforced in Bawku for the past 2 years. Here we are talking about the movement of cars, buses, that will transport people in and out of Bawku. So can people just live in Bawku without traveling out to sort one or two things out? Some are businesswomen that were trapped in the Bawku crisis, and they want to go back to Kumasi. There's no route for them to go. The regional security cannot provide escort for people to leave Bawku to Boga. It's just unfortunate. So we are calling on them. They need to act. The agency that they acted in resolving the Bolga Wale issue, they should also act in the same agency to resolve Bawku Boga Road. They should not allow the bandit to continue to perpetrate mayhem on that particular stretch of the road. This is an international road.
Now, so the youth in Bawku, as we speak, yesterday we spoke to one of our journalists, and he told us that the happenings in Bawku, we don't want to revisit that particular issue, but it is politically motivated, and that is what is fueling the whole activity over there. What is the youth doing to ensuring that calm will be restored and businesses as usual will come back to normal?
Well, for us as an association, we continue to caution our youth. We continue to engage them and to educate them and to let them understand that violence is not the only way out to solve the Bawku chieftaincy issue. For the past 40 years, they have been using violence, and it does not help in resolving the issue. This time, they should let the guns go silent and let us use the legal processes. Let us use the National House of Chiefs to come out and get the true and the rightful occupant of the Bawku scheme. That is what we have been doing. We've been engaging them. And even as of yesterday...
And what has been the response so far from the the regional and the National House of Chiefs?
Well, the National House of Chiefs has not written to us yet. We have not received any information from them. They are quiet. The same thing with the Regional House of Chiefs. So We are just there. None of them is acting.
Is this situation making you frustrated? Are you giving up?
We are not giving up because Bawku.
But are you frustrated?
I'm not really frustrated. Just that I'm not happy that our students cannot go back to school. I'm not happy that businesses, women cannot leave Bawku to Bolga.
And that is very frustrating.
To engage their business partners.
And that is very frustrating.
Exactly. That is why I said I'm not happy, because these things are happening. And the security have the capacity to ensure that people move out from Bawku and in Bawku safely without being hurt. And why are they not acting? Why are they quiet? Why are they silent? But why is it that the Bolga Wale Road, they can provide regular and scheduled joint military and police escort? The same thing can also be done in Bawku. We are calling on them to act. They should be morally responsible to act to ensure that the road from Bawku to Bolga is accessible.
I see. So from now till Friday, what are you going to do to ensuring that all your grievances are being heard and will be responded to accordingly?
Well, as I speak to you, we have petitioned the regional minister yesterday. He's the chairman of RECSEC.
Mm-hmm.
We serve copies to those that we have listed in our letter. I received a call from the British High Commission on our petition. They've acknowledged receipt of our petition, and they promised they will engage the security agencies and to find out the actual happenings in Bawku and why people cannot move in and out. So we are calling on the media to add your voice to it, get the relevant ministers responsible for security to act. They should also act. We just want a planned scheduled security escort, even if it is 2 times a day, so that the students can go back to their school. Businesswomen can go back to Bolga freely to transact their businesses and back in Bawku without being killed, without being hurt. That is what we want.
Very well.
So that the sporadic shootings will stop. Education can continue. As I speak to you now, people are hoarding their words at home. They are not allowing them to come to school. Schools are closed for the past 1 week. There is no any educational activity that is taking place in Bawku, and we cannot continue to live in such a situation.
Abdul,
security need to be up and doing.
Abdul Majeed, we will follow up on this issue for you and also add our voice to it. Many thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Abdul Majeed Bagura, the secretary at the Mamprugu Youth Association, Bawku chapter. On the ending, come on.
Onua 95.1 FM. Yeah,